Hello there, Sagittarius, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are going to be doing your September love reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies in your romantic love life, and then we'll look at with the tarot to see if there's any obstacles, areas of resistance, or advice that Spirit has for you. And if you are enjoying the content that I create or resonating with this message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, let's get into your reading. So we're first going to take a look at the Romance Angel cards and see what we have here. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So, Sag, you're fire energy, you're Wands energy. So, either you or the person that you're about to meet or you're with, there's just a lot of strong chemistry between you. Nice energy, playfulness. This is lovely. This is just like really flirty and forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And I think that this is nice. I think you're healing from something in the past and just stepping into this energy of, yeah, I'm ready for love and I'm ready to go play and be, just kind of flirty and I get the sense, I know it's summer and we're coming into fall, but it's just like a spring revival. It's a really nice kind of energy. It could be for some of you, we'll look at the tarot, that you could be forgiving, somebody that you're in a connection with. Like, you had a little hiccup and now you're forgiving and moving on from it. And it just brings back all the chemistry and the playfulness in it. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So we'll take a look at that too, because, there could be something here where your relationship may have a little codependency in it. But here you are, you have a learning card, forgiving and learning. And part of it is that we also sometimes have to forgive ourselves. Not that you did something wrong, Sag, but it's kind of like that sense of, when we're learning how to have healthy boundaries in a relationship, sometimes, we have to just, okay, that was a lesson I had to learn and move on from it instead of kind of like, harboring that in a sense. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, because here I did have this sense, regret. Remorse, life regrets, loss, start making empowered choices. And I get that sense, between the codependency, forgiving and learning, and regret. There's something here about, either you or the person that you're dealing with has some regrets about something that they've done. And I don't even think that it's a really big thing for some of you. It could be, but it's kind of like just, I feel like there's a sense that you need to have healthier boundaries, because it says start making empowered choices. It's like making sure that when you're making choices in your romantic love life, that you're making them from your true heart and that you're staying true to yourself. Like you're not giving up too much of yourself. Blessings, protection, attention, love. Your guides are always with you. Yes, and I get the sense that as you're making decisions, either in a connection that you're already in, or as you're stepping into a new connection, it really is, about calling onto your guides and listening to your intuition. For some of you, you could have kind of had a little bit of a karmic relationship with chemistry and playfulness. You may have stepped into a karmic relationship that perhaps has ended or you're ending. And it's kind of like, yeah, okay, well, that relationship was on your path to help you learn a lesson. And even though it may end, in a hard way, you could be sitting there going, yeah, well, I could have not dealt with that, but at the same time, it's kind of like, yeah, that was still on your path because there was something you need to learn in that karmic relationship that's going to help you in the next real, true soulmate connection. And then what else we have? Deception, mask illusion, duplicity, look beyond the superficial. Yeah, so I think for some of you, community, this person could be in your community or something like that. I really get a sense that some of you have been recently in more of a karmic relationship that has ended or is ending. And what, the sense that I'm getting is that perhaps this person was very magnetic. I'm thinking, Knight of Wands energy. Here today, gone tomorrow. And they were very magnetic. You got drawn in because of their spirit. But then, they weren't everything that they played to be. And you may be having some regrets. How did I fall for that? I get the sense that you may, and this isn't going to resonate with everybody, but there is a lesson here, and you're going to, if you already are not, you're going to see the blessings in this. Sometimes also when a relationship ends really quickly, we're kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Like, I thought we were really meant to be together or whatever. But the universe or your guides, because you have protection here, realize this person is not for you. And they take that person away very quickly. And it can be painful for you. But at the same time, they're like, yeah, well, there's somebody better on your path. You just have to wait. It's that type of energy, truth be told. Yeah, I think you're seeing the clarity in this situation, in this relationship. And, it could be that this was, a while ago. I think some of you are still dealing with this energy because it's definitely here. But it is about, you're seeing the truth of this, the lessons that you've learned. You're understanding the blessings. Like, it's almost like, that sense if this person was taken out of your life very quickly, you're kind of like realizing now, oh, that was the universe protecting me, I dodged a bullet there, that type of energy. A leg up. Yeah, this is from the universe. A leg up is where the universe steps in to take something away or bring something onto your path that's better meant for you. And I get that sense, like, yeah, something left and now there's something better coming in. Really nice. Peace. I love this. Like, you really are coming into a sense of peace. Almost, I really get a sense of relief. It's kind of like, oh my goodness. I have been in that situation before where you're like, oh no, why did that leave my life? And then like 6 months later, you're like, oh, that was the best thing that ever happened, Yeah, asking why, I can't believe it. Yeah, you could be in this sense of just asking why right now. And this is really, kind of a message. If you're in that, why did this have to happen? If you're in that sense right now, this is a message for you from the universe saying, yeah, well, we have something better planned for you. So don't worry, you're going to feel the blessings really soon. Okay, so we're going to go to the tarot. We're going to look at your present energy, your area of resistance or obstacles on your path, advice from spirit, and then the outcome if you take the advice. But Sag, you have free will, so you can choose to do whatever it is that you'd like to do. All right, in your present energy, you have the Queen of Wands. This is a nice energy. This is, somebody that's extremely confident, very charismatic, lots of chemistry. So this could be, this could also, because it is Wands energy, that is your energy, but it could be a sense of this other person that you're dealing with. So we're going to clarify these. We'll get, a better sense of that, but it is a positive energy. And then Five of Wands, this is your obstacle. Five of Wands is drama, and it's also a sense of competition. So you could be the Queen of Wands and feeling kind of confident about yourself, but then you kind of maybe figure out that, there's others in this person's life, or you could just feel like a sense of, drama. Like every time you turn around, this person is being dramatic about something, perhaps jealous about, situations, or like, you go somewhere, you go to a party or you're with friends or something, and you spend a little too long talking to somebody, and then they're like, after the party, they're all dramatic about it. Like, oh, you abandoned me at the party, or why were you spending so much time talking to that person? What were you talking about? It's just kind of like, oh my goodness, really? Okay, your advice is Knight of Cups. Okay, this is a sense of somebody coming in to express their feelings of love. So I really like this. I really get a sense that it's kind of like you may be in this situation where you're ending, or you have just recently ended this karmic or connection of some sort. And this is kind of like, yeah, there's new love on your way. And Queen of Swords, moving forward with a lot of clarity, learning the lessons in this. And remember, we have forgiving and learning. There is a sense of, yeah, just really learning a lot more about yourself, about how to set healthy boundaries, about, cutting things out that no longer serve you. Like, if this is a person that causes a lot of drama in your life, you're just kind of like, okay, I just don't need that. Hey, it's just not meant for me. Moving on. Really nice. The World. Yeah, you're ending one cycle and you're stepping into a new one. This is endings and beginnings. And, I really do feel like for some of you, you have or you are ending a situation where you just, once again, drama or just, competition, like not putting you number one, whatever that is. Once again, it was on your path for a reason. Okay, so we're going to clarify these. We'll start with the Queen of Wands. Let's see what we have here. The Wheel, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, New Beginning, Strength card. You have the courage and the strength to move forward. I feel like you have ended this relationship, or, depending on your timeline, you may just be getting out of it or just ending it. But here you are, you're stepping back into your confidence. You're like, you know what? I am above all of this, and here's the universe coming in and giving you this leg up. I love this because the Ace of Pentacles, I always think of as a gift from the universe, something tangible that helps you to just move on with your life. Page of Pentacles, some of you could be actually even like getting a new job or something. You're just turning the wheel. This is blessings. Hey, you have blessings here. Turning the wheel and going in a new direction. It's a really nice energy. And on the bottom, yeah, you have the strength to overcome this difficult situation, this broken heart, disappointment, stepping onto a new path and taking a lot of action in that with a lot of clarity. Like you're not just, I don't get the sense that you're just jumping into something. I really like that. I think that you're looking at this situation and, for some of you, you could be kind of like, what, I'm going to go work on my career and finances right now. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to build a life for myself and maybe a step away from, the romantic love scene for a little bit. It doesn't mean that that's forever or anything like that. And you could still even date or something like that, but it's kind of like, yeah, there's something else I have to go do. It's like, I feel like you want to go kind of work on yourself. The Queen of Wands is a single energy and just happy about it. The Queen of Wands is kind of like, and gender doesn't matter. It's just that energy of, I'm happy who I am. I don't have to have somebody else in my life. Okay, so let's take a look at this Five of Wands. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, Ace of Cups. Okay, I've been there, Sag. That's the only reason. This is your obstacle. This is what you're this is your obstacle. This, I think, is really the person that you're dealing with, and Spirit just wants you to know this person is not going to change. Part of the lesson that you may be learning here is that in the past you may have felt like you could, I don't want to say save somebody or change somebody. I mean, we all know you can't really change anybody, but it's this sense of, well, they'll come around, or, that's not such a big deal, whatever it is. It's kind of like you're seeing a pattern here, or you're resisting seeing this pattern of drama, and it's just not going to change. Look at this. There is a lesson here in realizing that, Ten of Swords is a very painful, stabbing in the back type of energy. Lots of anxiety here, and just kind of being almost addicted to it, attached to it. And it could be that this person, this person that you were dealing with has this energy, or perhaps it's kind of like you're seeing this pattern and you're kind of like in your relationships and you're like, you know what, I have to go work on this. I have to go, figure me out. Really be single for a little bit and figure myself out. Now you have this Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Eight of Wands. Yeah, Judgment card. I think this person, this is your obstacle. This person's going to come back around. Well, Sag, this is Spirit letting you know this person is not going to change. They're just not. When they come back around, and I think they are, they're going to bring in all this love, their apology. They're going to do whatever it takes to try to get you to come back. But I honestly think you're going to move on from it. I think you're seeing the deception in this. It's kind of like, no, I can't do it. Yeah, the Tower. Look at, yeah, I think you're going to have this epiphany about, this person could just be a lot of fun to be with, but there's always something, there's always something going on in their life. So it's kind of like, didn't we have codependency? We did. There's something here where they always kind of need your help. There's a lot of playfulness, a lot of chemistry, really good in bed or whatever. But then all of a sudden, it's kind of like, I can't pay my rent, or I don't know, my car broke down again. I need your help with this. And it's kind of like, Sag, it's not what you want, right? Because look at you. You're over here as the Queen of Wands. Looking good, feeling good, happy being single. Like you really don't need this energy in your life. You really don't. Okay, let's see what this Knight of Cups is. Nice. Yeah, 4 cups. Okay, there is something here that you don't see. I really get the sense that this person from the past, that you're still with but getting ready to leave. What you don't see is that there's somebody new coming in, a Knight of Cups, somebody that is not just a page. It's somebody that is a little bit more ready for love, right? And when you step into loving yourself and making decisions based on what is good for you, Sag, listening to your intuition and stuff, what happens is you're not going to have the mental conflict anymore that this person kind of always has with them. It's kind of like you're rising. I get the sense that you are rising above all of this anguish. And you may be feeling like, well, this person, I get the sense that they're going to come in, they're going to, I had this friend, I'll tell you this quick story. I had this friend, she was married, she needed to get out of that marriage. But every time she was ready to leave, her ex-husband would have some injury. Okay, his back would go out, his knee would go out. He had to have, a surgery, have his appendix taken out, whatever. Like there was always, and then she was like, well, but I have to stay until he gets this. And it was kind of like, no, he needs to deal with that. And you need to move on, because that, I think this person is something like that. And I'm not saying that it's always a health issue, but it's something like that. Oh, can you just stay until, my back isn't out? Can you stay until I heal from my surgery? And it's kind of like, no. What you need to do is go ahead and do what is good for you, Sag, and not let their mental conflict get into your sense of judgment. You do you, Sag, because you know that this is going to end, and this is Spirit coming in and saying, no, you got something better on your path. It's time for this to leave. Okay, so let's see what we have with the Queen of Swords here. Hanged Man, Justice, Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like this. There is a lesson here for you to learn, but look at this. You're stepping into the sense of knowing, of clarity, of asking the questions that you need to really ask. It's kind of like getting into this sense of bringing balance. And the hangman here, for some of you, this person has some karma that they need to balance out. You could be balancing out karma by getting away from this person, like you paid your debt. It's clarity. You can move on. Look at this, Six of Swords, just moving on from this situation. Just like, okay, I get the wisdom. I learned the lesson, right? I get the sense. Yes, you get clarity. You see the pattern here, or you see how you could have, handled this situation differently. And it's kind of like, I got the lesson. I learned it. I paid my karmic debt. I did whatever it is, it's done. And now I'm ready to move on and step into this new world. And you look at this, you have the strength. Judgment here again. I think when this person comes back, it's kind of like they're going to be really playing on those heartstrings. Don't listen. Don't listen, Sag. You got this. That's a good title. You've got this. You got the strength. Okay, recycle. Learn from the past and apply it to creating the vision of the future. Yeah, once again, learning the lesson, taking a look at this. I just saying, okay, what is it I learned here? Perhaps, the first time you tried to leave, their back went out, right? And you were like, okay, I'll stay another, 2 months. And then, then you try to leave and their knee goes out. You're like, oh, okay, I'll stay for a little bit longer, Oh, now they lost their job. So, they can't afford to be living on their own. They can't afford to move out. Maybe you're trying to get them to move out, right? It's just like, yeah. And then all of a sudden you're kind of like, okay, it's always the same kind of thing, it's a different excuse. And it's kind of like, yeah, no more excuses. No more excuses. All right, so this one popped right out. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. And I really feel like there is a part of the lesson here is understanding that, there is accepting the person that you are with, but you also have to make sure that you are accepting and putting yourself as a top priority. There is something about understanding that you can be loving and giving to somebody as long as you're also loving and giving to yourself, and that person is also loving and giving to you. It's about that balancing act. And you're bringing so much peace into your life. When I think you're really seeing this very clear picture now. Sag, really nice. I get a really nice energy with this. Well, I'm going to leave it there. And once again, Sag, thank you for supporting my channel. If you have resonated with this message or enjoyed it, I really would appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. And I wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.